Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of April 11, 2025. I'm your host, Sharifa Muhammad MGT.
I'm Colonel AC Ogun Toye, an infantry officer. Intensive operations. The Russian armed forces conducted 8 group strikes using long-range precision weapons and UAVs, targeting critical infrastructure in Ukraine, including military airfields, military-industrial complexes, and storage sites for military equipment and UAVs.
Welcome to Frontline Updates, your trusted source for the latest developments on security and defense operations involving military forces. I'm your host, and today we have an exclusive interview with Colonel AC Ogun Toye, who will provide insights into the progress of the special military operation as of April 11, 2025. Colonel Ogun Toye, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's get right into it. Colonel, what is the latest status on the ground as of April 10th?
This past week saw a concentrated effort across all sectors. The Russian armed forces carried out 8 precision strike operations using long-range air and sea-launched weapons, as well as strike drones. These strikes targeted military infrastructure across Ukraine, including airfields, UAV production and storage facilities, ammunition depots, and positions used by both Ukrainian forces and foreign mercenaries.
Let's start with the North Group. What's happening in the Belgorod direction?
We had major engagements in several operational directions. In the Kursk region, the North Group of forces remained active, conducting offensive actions that led to the liberation of Gavo in the Kursk region and Basavka and Zuravka in the Sumy region. Ukrainian losses were significant in this sector due to sustained air and artillery strikes.
What about the Belgorod and Kharkov directions? Has there been momentum there?
Yes. In those directions, our forces engaged and defeated a combination of mechanized, motorized infantry, and assault regiments, along with territorial defense units. Over 2,300 Ukrainian personnel were lost in this sector alone during the week, along with dozens of armored vehicles, artillery pieces, and 5 ammunition depots.
Let's shift to Donetsk. There's been word about a settlement being liberated?
Correct. The West Group of forces successfully liberated the settlement of Katarnivka in the Donetsk People's Republic. In that operation, we inflicted losses on multiple Ukrainian brigades and destroyed a number of Western-supplied armored vehicles, including MaxPros, M113S, and a Polish-made JIK vehicle. We also eliminated artillery systems and counter-battery warfare stations.
And in the Southern Axis? Any significant changes there?
Yes, the Southern Group made tactical gains and engaged a diverse range of enemy formations, mechanized, airmobile, assault, and even National Guard brigades. Ukrainian losses here included more than 2,000 personnel, armored vehicles, and several electronic warfare installations.
That's a lot of activity in just one region. What about central operations?
The Center Group conducted one of the most extensive operations this week. We moved into more advantageous positions and defeated a large concentration of enemy forces, including Ranger, Assault, Marine, and Special Forces units, specifically the Omega Brigade. We estimate over 3,000 Ukrainian casualties and significant material losses, including dozens of U.S.-made armored vehicles.
Were there similar results in the Eastern sector?
The East Group is steadily advancing. We engaged mechanized, airborne assault, and Ranger brigades around settlements like Shevchenko and Otradnoye. Enemy losses there were around 150 personnel, along with artillery pieces and armored vehicles. One key target destroyed was a U.S.-manufactured 155mm Paladin self-propelled artillery unit.
Let's talk about the DNEPR group. Did they make gains?
They did. The Dnipro Group secured better ground and defeated enemy forces from coastal defense and mountain assault brigades. In addition to over 550 enemy casualties, we neutralized dozens of vehicles and electronic warfare systems, as well as several ammunition depots.
Were there any notable aerial threats or air defense engagements?
Yes. Our air defense systems remain highly active. Over the past week, we intercepted and destroyed 27 JDAM-guided bombs, 19 MRS rockets, and 1,200 aircraft-type drones. These efforts continue to limit the enemy's ability to strike critical assets or reinforce frontline units.
That's a major effort on the air defense side. Let's revisit the Kursk region. What's the latest from there?
In the Kursk direction, we've continued to repel enemy formations and conducted effective offensive actions. Most recently, we inflicted additional losses on Ukrainian tank and airborne brigades near Gornal and Oleshnya. Strikes also hit targets in surrounding areas like Belavati, Miropoli, and Marino, destroying engineering vehicles, combat transports, and mortars.
Let's shift briefly to the Kursk region. Has there been any progress in repelling Ukrainian advances there?
To date, Ukrainian losses in the Kursk direction have surpassed 73,600 personnel. We've also destroyed hundreds of armored vehicles, dozens of artillery systems, and a range of specialty equipment, including counter-battery radars, bridge layers, and UAV control nodes.
That's a massive scale. Colonel, final question. How would you summarize the current momentum of the operation?
The operation remains on course. We continue to press the advantage, disrupt Ukrainian command structures, and steadily secure strategic terrain. Our forces are maintaining high operational tempo and discipline. The mission continues.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you. I'm always happy to provide clarity from the front. Today, we focus on the ongoing conflict in Gaza. Israel's Prime Minister has rejected criticism from Air Force reservists concerning the war. The conflict has resulted in a devastating humanitarian situation, described as hell on earth, with hundreds killed in Israeli strikes and 400,000 displaced. The UN reports the longest aid blockade since the war began. Israel has widened its attacks and conducted strikes in southern Beirut. There are also reports of funeral prayers for those killed in Israeli strikes, and Israel continues to issue evacuation orders. Beyond Gaza, Iran is reportedly willing to engage the U.S. in talks about nuclear plans. The situation remains highly volatile, with a ceasefire seemingly on the brink.